Top of the world, y'all. Just wanted to share some with the fathers out there when it comes to our sons, when it comes to young men that's around us, that look up to us, respect us, and admire us, even if it's from afar. It's so important that we are aware of this, because a lot of times you could be, I've been in places, and I'm gonna give you an example. You can be out and about, and you could be carrying yourself a certain way, and the youngsters are over there in the cut, and they watching you. And I've had youngsters I don't know from a can of paint, never seen them before, don't know them from social media, nothing. And I'll be in a bar, lounge, anywhere. Just, I could be anywhere in the airport. And I don't know this at the time or, while I'm doing it, but they're over there and they're observing me. And then maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, it could be an hour later. Somehow or another, we'll, be right in front of each other and they say, hey, OG, man, hey, I just want to introduce myself. Man. Me and my partner, man, we was over there watching you and we was seeing how you, we was listening to what you were saying and we was, man, and we was looking at your dress code. We was like, yo, man, OG is smooth, man. Your OG is fly, man. Your OG was saying some real, heavy shit on that phone or whatever. And what I notice is the level of respect. You see what I'm saying? To where they're observing, listening, if you want to call it ear hustling, whatever, they peeping game and they saying, damn, OG is in his own world. OG is fly. You know what I'm saying? He got it together. He not loud and obnoxious. And even though they overhear my conversation, I'm not yelling and screaming on the phone. I'm not using a whole lot of profanity. I'm not talking crazy. But they are admiring how I'm carrying myself in totality overall. And I've seen that so many times in so many places, and I've been approached by so many different faces that it made me realize that, child, people are always watching me, especially these youngsters. Now that's something I've always known, that people are always watching. Well, especially when you think they're not, they are, right? But for the men like myself out here who really speak the King's English, who really have some wisdom up here, some real good game for the youngsters, man, male and female, trust and believe. When they watch you in motion, give them something good to look at. That's better than TV, baby. Better than the fictional characters that they're seeing on TV. Give them something real, something they can feel, something they can take home with them. But, when they go home and they could go, wow, yo, when I get his age, that's how, yeah, man, that's how fly I'm gonna be. That's how sharp I'm gonna be with my tongue. You see what I'm saying? That's how intelligent and eloquent I'll be able to speak and express myself. That's how, man, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man, pause before I even say this. You know how the youngsters are. Pause before I even say this. But, man, OG had on some cologne, too. Man, that shit smells so, man, OG was fly. And I'm telling you, I get these compliments all the time. I have youngsters tell me about my nails. They'll tell me about, yo, OG, man, yo, how you keep it together, man? You look like you're 30 years old. Man, you really in shape, your skin and all that. Yo, man, what's up? Well, what am I doing? I don't, without saying anything other than, what's up, young fella, whatever. What are they doing? They looking at me, and they're seeing themselves in me. And even if they are wild and they out there, doing they want to, and they haven't really, matured a lot, hey, man, by them looking at me, it gives them something to say, okay, this is where I'm at. But that right there is where I want to end up. So you basically showing the youngsters by you behaving in a certain way, good brother, you showing them this is where you will be and this is who you can be. Not better. You just live your life in truth. Be who you supposed to be to you first and foremost, and then be that to everybody else. And watch how things come together for you naturally, organically, and you don't have to worry about falling into the pitfalls and foolishness that so many other youngsters fall into, trying to be something that they not, following trends and following behind knuckleheads and following behind goofies and following behind people who just reckless and destructive. So let's keep giving these young men out here something to really aspire to be, that's more than just another real G or a real P or, you know what I'm saying, or a real ninja. Let's show them what men really look like in this 2020 rich and beyond. Take that and run with it.